What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another reaction video. Today we're gonna be reaction to Yoyo 808 Confessions of a DoorDasher. Now, let's hop in and see what DoorDashers really be doing. Cause let me find out they do anything to my food, I'm gonna flip the roof off the building. But you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
If you look at the activity on my phone, you'll notice a trend, a lack of hoes and an abundance of food delivery apps. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Postmates. Don't let the gym videos fool you. This barbell ain't the only thing with 2 plates on it. Like, the only hub in my search history is Grubhub. No cap, I put that on my browser's account. I say this to emphasize how avid of a user of these delivery apps I am. The only person I could think of that uses these apps more than me is my boy Cheer of these delivery. I put that on my browser's account. I say this to emphasize how avid of a user of these delivery apps I am. The only person I could think of that uses these apps more than me is my boy Cheerio, but he doesn't use them for the reason that you think. He doesn't order food, he delivers it. I know this because the last animation I uploaded was made almost entirely in his car off of my laptop because I decided to ride shotgun with him while he worked to see what it'd be like to be a DoorDasher. What about damn? And it was an experience, I'll tell you that. And honestly, I'm surprised I'm even alive to animate this because not only does Cheerio drive mad reckless, he also drives stick. So when he's not cutting people off and hitting U-turns at 30 miles per hour, he's switching gears hard as hell. Like, bro's car jerks more than me on a Saturday night, and that's saying something. Cause I practice this dance all the time. Like, this is the only jerking I've been doing for months. I put that on my browsers. Cheerio be whipping, bro. The only thing that could stop this nigga is a blue shell. Like, calm down, Dom Toretto. You gonna be Paul walking to the gates of heaven if you keep this up. I'm really not trying to make this whole video about his driving, but he literally turned his car off at 45 miles per hour on a hill and turned it back on when he had to steer at the bottom just to save gas. I mean, I understand because with these gas prices, I bet he'd rather be delivering kilos than food, but golly, was risking my life worth the 35 cents? Yes. Despite Cheerio driving like he has 5 stars on GCA, he actually has the same rating on DoorDash. He gets great reviews and he 100% does not deserve these ratings. My literal first impression of dashing with him went like this. We pull up to this Jack in the Box to pick up an order. We stop at the window, he grabs like 5 bags of food and puts it in the back. I'm thinking we're gonna drive off after this, but then I hear,
"Hey, Yo-Yo, put this on your lap for me, bro."
I look up and he's handing me like 4 more bags of food. That's 9 bags. Did Gunna place this order? I take my headphones off and ask him why he picked up so much food, and he tells me he does Uber Eats and DoorDash and accepted 4 orders, not realizing how much food each person got. But he didn't seem too worried. That was until he confirmed the pickups and got the locations for the deliveries. Come to find out, both the Uber Eats and the DoorDash deliveries were on opposite sides of town, which is a problem because you get in trouble if you don't make deliveries in a certain amount of time, and it would be literally impossible to drive to one side of town and back to the other in 30 minutes. But you know, that obviously doesn't stop Cheerio from trying. So 2 spin-outs, 3 risky lane changes, 110 miles an hour, and 15 minutes later we pull up to the first delivery and he drops off the food and we're good. But with 15 minutes left on the clock and a 20-minute ride ahead of us, not including traffic, it was not looking good for us. But you know, that didn't stop Cheerio from trying. So 3 ran red lights, 4 close calls with cops, and 1 spilled DoorDash order, and we make our way onto the, oh my God, the turbulence of the car tips over this 1 large cup of water, and I am just watching as this one guy's food.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is based
Food gets drenched and soggy, but what Cheerio says next is what makes me realize this dude does not deserve the rating, because he, with the most desperate of tones, says,
"Hey, yo, please, quick, put the food in a bag, I'll tie it."
Like, dog, is delivering a baptized meal really worth the $7 fare?
Yes.
Wow. This is actually happening. This dude just got water all over his order, and instead of canceling it, he tells me to put it in a—
Yo, stop the monologue, nigga, and bag the food. You not want me to get this bread?
No. So with my bare hands, I'm grabbing soggy fries, reassembling the burger, Cheerios speeding, the paper bag is reading Psalms 23. It's straight pandemonium in this whip right now. But finally I get everything tied up, and right as we're about to exit the highway, Cheerio gets a notification from DoorDash. Turns out the guy actually cancels his order, and now that I think about it, if I ordered something on DoorDash and saw my driver go in the literal opposite direction, stop, and then head back my way, I canceled too. So luckily we never delivered the food, but the fact that we were about to drop this off at someone's door is ridiculous. Luckily for us and not the other guy, it freed up some time for us to make the last delivery, and right as the time was about to end as well, so like it was mad clutch. We pull up and a rush Cheerio parks his car and books it to the destination. Unbeknownst to me, this dude just parked in the middle of the street, and the only reason I realized this is because I'm blinded by the sight of high beams frantically flashing in front of me. In a panic, I get out and get into the driver's seat, but I forgot this nigga drives stick. But I can't just let this dude see me get into the front seat just to not move the whip. I go to step on the brake, but I see 3 pedals. I go to grab the gear and I don't see an R anywhere. Who drives like this? I am sweating in this seat, and then this guy starts honking his horn. Something needs to be done. I gotta just move the gear, step on any of these 3 pedals or all 3 of them at the same time, and just hope that the car goes backwards. I genuinely see no other way out of this, so I build up the courage to move the gear. I grab it, but thankfully Cheerio makes it back in time, and his timing could not have been better because I was dead 2 seconds away from crashing his car or messing up the engine. Either way, it would have been a quiet ride home. Well, not quiet because his engine would have been beatboxing, but you get the point. We do all the orders and we go home. I'm genuinely surprised he never got a complaint because stuff like this happened literally almost every time I went out with this dude. But it wasn't always his fault though. If it wasn't Cheerio making dumb decisions, it's the restaurants, bro. I remember this one time Cheerio's DoorDash card didn't work for an order and the guy asked him if he could pay for it. Like, you asking me for bread? These niggas. When I press, you don't shift cause I'm in control when I see niggas. I'ma really empty out my clipboard when I hop out of control B, nigga. Can you spot me? No, but DoorDash gave me your Addy. I'm at your estate now. No M&M, but the drive was just 8 miles. See my chop and your morale less like your name miles. Kick down your door and you ain't come out, I guess you straight. I watch way too much battle rap, bro. But yeah, after seeing what Cheerio has to go through, I definitely will be tipping my delivery drivers a lot more. They deal with some BS for sure, but the worst has to be getting an order, driving over to the place just for it to be closed. They're closed?
That's fuck.
Just like I said.
No! There's no way you did that!
It's been a break, I had to let these niggas know I can spit. Hop in the whip, I take her on the cruise, I'm rocking this shit. You better duck, I keep it clutches like I'm driving a stick.
Long story short, don't do any DoorDash, nothing, okay? If you see your DoorDash, if you see your Uber Eats, if you ain't seeing the food directly, don't trust a random bringing it to your front step, okay? If you ain't trying to open up your Sprite with a whole loogie in it, just forget about it. End of discussion. But hey, yo, that's it for the video, man. Shout out to Yoyo. He always dropping fire content. I be watching his videos all the time. He chill. Go shout out to him, man. Go watch his videos. Blow him up even more. Hopefully he get to 2 million. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's going to be more bangers like this one. Tap in for another one, alright? Peace out.
I dropped off in that pot, it got so hard. Sludge hammer for the dog, it was so hard.